And so this industry is exploding and we are very close to make some huge profit, guys. Hi investors, this video is about Ehang Holdings. And if you own the stock or you're thinking of buying it, this video will blow your mind and make you say, thank God I watched that video. We look at the latest news on this company and then at their financial data. And I've bought and recommended a lot of stocks on this channel, and to all my subscribers who bought in with me, our portfolio is up 24%, and that is obviously the result of the market crash. But we are still doing very well, so well done to us. By the way, if you want to look at my portfolio or know when I buy and sell my stocks, just join my free Discord group, and it's the first link in the description below. And yes, it is totally free and just a nice place to chat. And so why we would even consider to buy Yihang? Well, let's have a look at the institutional investors who are injecting money in this company. And so these are the institutional investors putting money in this stock. And the green bars is when the money goes in, whereas the red bars is when the money leaves the stock. And as you can see, there is a massive spike in money going in the Q1 of 2021, basically now as we speak. And if we scroll down, we can also see the companies that are actually injecting money. And the biggest company that is doing it is Aviva PLC. And for those who don't know, Aviva is a big pension fund that is based here in the UK. And they injected over $2 million in February this year. And the second company investing money was Virtu Financial. I don't know this fund, but they invested almost $1 million. And so the bottom line is that this company is very interesting because you have big funds who have started investing in it actually very recently, especially if you think the pension money has gone in this stock. And you must think that who made this decision? They must have made it knowing that this stock will be big in the future. And because this company is very interesting, I will make video updates on Ehang Holdings as soon as news comes out, so that you always know the latest on this company. And speaking of news, unfortunately there is also bad news coming for all Chinese companies, and that's something we are gonna have a look at it now. And this is very recent news and bad for all Chinese stocks. So Chinese tech stocks slump as US SEC begins rollout of law aimed at the listing. The US securities regulator adopted measures that would kick foreign companies off American stock exchanges if they do not comply with US auditing standards. And so this thing has been going on for quite a while. Think about that. It's been going on for a few months now. And so this is part of the US-China trade war. And so this bit of news is actually bad because it keeps the price of these stocks quite low compared to what they actually could be. But if Yihang, NIO, XPeng, and Alibaba provide all the documents that is required by the US exchanges, well then, at that point, there is no doubt they would be not delisted. But until then, obviously, this is a concern. So bear that in mind if you invest in Yihang. And so why would you buy Yihang as opposed to NIO, as opposed to any other Chinese stocks? Well, Yihang is actually specializing in drones. And as I'm gonna show you, the drone industry is exploding. And so this is one of the latest studies on drones. And the global commercial drone market is projected to reach 34,500 million by 2026 from a merely 6,500 million in 2020. At an annual growth rate of 32% year on year between 2021 and 2026. And so this is a company that I'm really keeping tabs on because I know that in the future the price of this stock will go through the roof. And so in an exploding industry like that, I know that Yihang will be potentially a very important player. And if they keep growing and they keep investing as they've been doing, the price of this stock will go through the roof. And I will make video updates as soon as news on this stock comes out. And speaking of financials, how is the company doing so far? And these are the latest earnings report. And as you can see, the total revenues were 10.5 million, which is up 104% year on year. And Air Mobility Solutions represented 49% of the total revenues in the third quarter of 2020. And that's the period we are looking at now. But what was really interesting is their bottom line. They made a net loss of only $200,000 compared to a loss that was 10 times higher in the third quarter of 2019. And so this industry is exploding and we are very close to make some huge profit, guys. But it's not all good news on this company because they've been through a lot. Let me just show you. A short seller called Wolfpack Research published a short report claiming that Yihang is an elaborate stock promotion whose targets are largely fabricated and based on sham sales contract with a customer who is more interested in its investment in the company rather than in its products. And so the claim goes on and on. It's very long, but what's really interesting is what happened to the stock price as soon as they published this short report. And so this is the tweet about the short report. And as you can see, it was published around 7 p.m. and this is the chart of the stock. And as soon as they published the tweet and the report, the stock started to tumble and overall it dropped a whopping 64%. And so in a nutshell, this stock has been subject to market manipulation. But do we have to believe to Wolfpack Research? Well, Ehang has responded to the claims and actually want to show it to you what they said. And this is the response from Yihang. The company strongly believes that the report contains numerous errors, unsubstantiated statements, and misinterpretation of information. And so they're basically denying everything that Wolfpack Research has said on their account. And so that is a bit of history on this stock. But are they still being shorted a lot? And this is the short volume on Ehang Holdings. And as you can see, it's only 15%. And I'm saying only because that is in comparison of Tesla short interest. And at the moment, Tesla, which is known to be a stock that is shorted quite a lot, it's 24% for Tesla. So 15% for Ehang is not too bad. And so the bottom line of this Wolfpack Research mess is that they came and threw mud at Yihang, and at the same time they had a short open to profit from it. They made their profit. Obviously the stock tanked so much, 63%. And when they were happy with the profit, they just closed the short, took the profit, and now the company doesn't have a lot of shorts on it. And so to wrap this up, is Ehang a good stock to buy? It's a good China play and it's very speculative because there is going to be a lot of fluctuations going forward. And because they're not profitable yet, it means that the company will have to dilute their stocks to raise capital. Or the alternative would be to obviously take up debt. But again, I like Yihang and I will make video updates on this stock as well. And if you want to know when I buy and sell my stocks, just join my free Discord group. And it's also good because you can check my portfolio there. Everything is free and you can also chat with me and my subscribers. And if you're interested in another speculative play, how about a Bitcoin miner? The video on the screen right now is a deep dive exactly like this one, but on Riot blockchain. So click on the video.